Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome to our 5th edition of Monster Tamer News. We've got some interesting stuff going on this week, so let's just jump right in. Today we're going to start things off with some Pokemon news, and that being the recent trailer that was uploaded earlier this week. In it, we learned that the two new Regis displayed are not forms, but they are their own entities. Regieleki is a mono-electric type with a currently unknown ability named Transistor. It was said to be so powerful that humans equipped it with some sort of device to limit its power. It also gets a new move called Thunder Cage, which damages the opponent and traps them for 4 to 5 turns, causing residual damage each turn. This seems to be an electric type equivalent to Fire Spin, though we're not exactly sure on the base power just yet. Regidraco is a mono dragon type with a currently unknown ability called Dragon's Maw. Apparently Regigigas created this beast using crystallized dragon energy, but only had enough to make the head. Rumor has it, if it ever completed Regidraco, it would have rained destruction on the land, so it was sealed away into a temple. It gets an attack called Dragon Energy, which does more damage the more HP the user has, which seems to be sort of like the dragon type equivalent to Water Spout. We've also received a little more information about the Galarian birds. Zapdos is going to be a fighting flying type with the ability Defiant. Articuno is a psychic flying with the ability Competitive, and Moltres will be a dark flying with the ability Berserk, which, if you don't know, that's the signature ability of Dramput, is a previously revealed ability. There was a little bit of misinformation going around about that. So all these Pokemon are going to be available in the Crown Tundra DLC, the second DLC. Galarian Slowbro is also revealed to be a poison psychic type with the ability Quick Draw, which is new and has an unknown effect, though people are speculating it might kind of be like an ability version of the item Quick Claw. We've seen this before where sort of items take form and ability, where you have Sturdy that kind of acts the same way as the Focus Sash, so only time will tell. The Isle of Armor DLC is set to release on June 17th, and Slowbro will be included in that. Over to Kindred Fates news, the recent newsletter revealed that Kadoki and Mechid animations are now complete, though we actually have yet to see Mechid in 3D. We do also get a never-before-seen animation of Kadoki performing what looks like to be a roll dodge, so to me that's very exciting. I always like Dark Souls mechanics. It was also stated that Shovelbutt's nearing completion in that department as well, so I think my alpha speculation is getting more accurate. Furthermore, we learned that currently 24 Kinfolk concepts have been complete and 8 are in development as of right now. Over to the progress board, they've added a new light-type Kinfolk codenamed Quiet Prophet. Like I said, it's displayed as a light type and is currently under the Characters in Progress tab. Being that the only light type we currently know of is the Stag, which is already likely under the codename Gentle Gaze, it's pretty obvious that this is a never-before-seen Kinfolk. The question is whether or not it's connected to the Stag in some way. Now in Monster Crown news, the beta just updated to version 1.403, which includes the following fixes and changes. Sound effect added to the Storklift, Gust animations added to Storklift, player now hops on Storklift when flying, healing item and team heal sound effects added, various performance improvements, wrong monster no longer flashes red with disadvantaged attacks, Dewserps now no longer have the weird white outline in Desperado, can now retrieve monsters with Select, no longer lose breeding menu options if you have nothing set to breed, following monster now follows you in a smoother fashion, checking monster info at the farm displays the appropriate monster. Code screen no longer locks the game. Egg spawn rate nerfed. Party screen has now proper HP display. Monster info screen has proper HP display. Types now visible at battle start when selecting a monster. After one more load and save scene, count will work. Big load time improvements. Load screen resolution display now inside box. Load screen button bind message now inside box. New buttons for monster actions now available and mappable. Grassland battle screen no longer cut off at the bottom. Furthermore, the official Monster Crown YouTube channel posted this video showcasing Monster Crown on Switch. I'll play a small portion for you guys. If you want to see the full video, links in the description.
Reckless attack though, good against Squall. I think I'm gonna get killed a lot. Actually, you know what? I'm stronger than Wallop, so I'm just gonna run away. Let's see what we got. Also added this little HP number display, because that was kind of lacking before. You couldn't see exactly how much HP your monster had. So I really should be grinding somewhere else, but I just want to get to those new caves.
The recent Kickstarter update confirms a new form for a field, which I myself am not too knowledgeable exactly how these forms work entirely, but basically from what I've learned in the Monster Crown Discord server is that you get this item that's finite, which you can use to transform your monster permanently. There will eventually be an endgame way to sort of grind these out, but for now there's a limit to how many of them you can get. You can, however, use them in battle unlimitedly, and they function sort of like megastones. They transform your beast mid-battle and later revert them back to its original form. So if you decide to use it in battle, you can keep using it forever, but if you want to permanently transform something, then you got to use it up. I'd like to do a video in the future breaking down this system when I'm more knowledgeable on the matter, because it's really interesting. In Monster Sanctuary news, the team over at Morai just revealed an NPC overhaul. As you can see, the NPCs are much more lively in comparison. They've also added a quality of life improvement that'll allow you to unequip all gear from either a single monster or all your monsters. Over to Ploxmons news, they just recently changed some of their terminology regarding the monsters in the game. So before, all of the monsters were just called Mons, but now they'll be called Ploxmons, whereas the boss monsters used to be called Ploxmons, but now they'll be called Plox bosses. The reason cited for this change was due to confusion of people calling Mons Ploxmons due to the name of the game. I do think this was a smart business decision, as the confusion could hurt the branding, as it feels more natural to call the majority of creatures the name of the game rather than only the bosses. The Ploxmons official Twitter channel also posted this short video showing off the animations of some of the Ploxmons and how they're progressing. Quite nice. A small piece of Siralim news is that if you missed a Kickstarter but you want to purchase some late backer packages, the official Twitter just posted a link where you can do that, so I'll post that in the description for your convenience. Over to Temtem, this week's Psypark configuration for the Temtem Weekly Reset will focus on high SVs and features Scale and Zephyroth. Scale has no chance to have an egg move and has a minimal value of 30 in each SV, while Zephyroth has a 20% chance to have its egg move, Feather Gatling, and a minimum SV value of 24. It's going to cost you 2,100 Pansons for 26 Psy cards. The free Tem reward is actually pretty good this week, specifically tier 3, but I'll get to that. So at 50 releases, you'll get 5 Psy cards. At 100, you'll get 20 Sea Salt, which you can sell. At 200, you'll get 2 engineered DNA strands. Now, these usually cost 10k each, so I highly recommend picking these up. They basically let you bring down the ability from one of your Temtem. And at 400, you'll get some die bundle that nobody cares about. This configuration will last until June 14th, so if you need some high SV Zephyroths or Scales or some DNA strands, now's your chance. Now, last but certainly not least, over in Coromon news, we just got an update that involves some quality of life changes as well as some language stuff. So version 0.1.14 includes the following. Added language selection to settings. The currently available languages are English, German, French, Brazilian, and Portuguese. Added a sparkling Coromon for you to catch in Thunderous Cave Floor 1. It's oozing with anticipation. Added new magnetic and stinky traits, which are now available for the new Coromon. Added Antidote as active trait available for the Swarming line. Improved pixel rendering, which should make the game look better on specific devices. Added Continue on normal difficulty when losing all your Coromon on hard or insane. When using a spinner, you won't have to select the target anymore when there's just one wild Coromon left. Once you reach the power tower checkpoint at the top, you can freely take the elevator to any of the floors. And then it says here, Mr. Mind was getting bored and is waiting for you for a rematch. On minor improvements and fixes. So yeah, some fun stuff. I gotta see what this new Coromon is, and I still gotta beat up the devs, and I guess I'll beat up Mr. Mind too. So, that'll be fun. So that's pretty much the gist of what's going on this week. I'm going to continue expanding our list of games that we cover as more showcase videos come out, so I hope you guys will look forward to that. There wasn't any significant news in regards to cassette beasts or Digimon this week, hence why they weren't mentioned. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at GymLeaderEd. Check out our subscriber Discord. We only have 20 founder spots left, so if you want to be one of the cool kids, now's the time. And until next time, peace.